I have just started 1 year of this teaching career, and I have a YouTube channel by the name of English with Nutan Deep, and I'm blessed with two kids. So this is more or less about me. Thank you so much.
Very nice having to listen to you about you, and this is a great pleasure to meet you. And which subject you do you teach in this school?
My subject is English communication. We
Okay,
have a
okay,
curriculum, and everything I need to have the student understand with the help of Digiboard. And the chapters are based on the conversations, day-to-day conversation and the scenarios. So yeah, I'm enjoying my journey.
okay. So how have been you are teaching in this sector?
I tried. I would not say that I got this job out of the blue. This is my second job where I'm working now. It's a private school. And earlier where I worked, so I worked there just for 3 months and then I just left from that school because the school was totally Hindi medium and I was not getting that kind of environment. Other than this, there was no as such, progress within me. Somewhere I was not able to maintain that continuity to have conversation with the people and the kind of, continuity with, such kind of interaction like this way, whether in person. And although the school was Hindi medium, so I didn't have that kind of exploration and all. So then I just, set out and then searched the other job. And it just, I can say it was my serendipity. I got that job, but yeah, I put in unyielding effort as well because I appeared for that particular interview and got selected. I had a very remarkable, conversation with the principal ma'am. So yeah.
Okay. So I would like to say, how do you motivate to YouTube channel, and who motivates you to work on in a YouTube channel? So please tell me your some experience and share some good journey of YouTube. How get you know? Yes,
See, English has been my fascination, kind of captivation. And I used to have, a huge ignition towards this language from the starting, from my childhood, I can say. But I was not able to do anything for that because I had the huge fear. It was the formidable fear I had. And a couple of years ago, I created my this YouTube channel and then I started making videos and all. Anyhow, I was like drifting along, but somewhere I was walking on the eggshell, was making videos, I was somewhere diffident, amateur, but anyhow, I tried my level best to make the videos. I used to see myself, how do I look when I speak in English? How do I sound when I speak in English? As I didn't have any speaking partner, although I knew that there were a few apps where I could connect, but I didn't have this much courage. So yeah, it's really important to be courageous in this field or in any terms. You want to do something novel, you want to just give it a try, give it a whirl in something. So definitely, it's your courage, not your confidence level or
yes,
your confidence, because it comes with practice. So in my
definitely.
case, courage really helped me. Yeah. And 1.5 years ago, I started interacting with the people like this way, meaning on audio, video calls. That really helped me to magnify my confidence level. So now I'm really enjoying, and I can say because of those interaction and that the conviction that I had, that really helped me to be like this way. Now I am like, I'm so confident. I'm super confident to have such interaction with the people. I don't have any kind of fear. I can speak dauntless. Yeah.
Very nice. So, how do you manage
Thank you.
your working journey? Like you teach in a school as well as you working on a YouTube channel. How do you manage all that? Yes,
See, first of all, it is not I can say it's not a big task for me. Why? Because once you have the interest and the kind of alacrity, avidness to do something again and again, and you are not getting bored of that. Same happens with me in this English language when it comes to have conversation with the people via audio, video calls. So I feel really, fun and frolic. I enjoy all those moments, right? And I learn, I explore myself. So I don't feel like any kind of, boredom. or tediousness, something. So I can manage. To me, I would not say it's a cakewalk, but it is manageable. Okay, I don't take it as a pressure or baggage that I have to make the videos or I have to go to the school, I have to perform the home chores. I know my plate is full, but although I'm
Yes,
like
yes.
good to go, I have accepted everything positively.
Yes, actually, this is the spirit which women nowadays women in if I talk about in homemakers especially they are very literally they are so we can say brave because homemakers have to do your household work also and beside that they are working in their
Hmm.
field in their teaching field they manage their YouTubes also. It is really hats off all the women's, I should say, I would say. It is literally good. And in my
Yeah,
scenarios,
right,
also
right.
the same position as you. And I am also a assistant teacher in KVS school and mother of two kids. So I have to do all the work. Already my plate is full, but sometime I feel that I have to communicate the people, different people on different type of scenarios and point of views we meet most of the time. And I also very passionate learner since childhood. When I was in the 10th standard, I was very fond of to communicate with the foreigners actually whenever I went with
Okay,
my
that's
parents
great.
to go outside anywhere. So I was very fond of to communicate with great foreigners because this is my literally a childhood hobby. And since 2014 I have been working in a school, and after getting married in 2018, little there was a break, 2 or 3 years break in between. But in 2024 I realized that I should also have joined any kind of job. So I joined the private school
Okay.
and get interview and in the KBS sector, which is affiliated to central government. And I already passed out.
Hmm.
As I told you, in KBS or any other private schools, if you go to apply as a teaching, this is the must. I don't know in your side, this is the must of UP and MP. Seated clarification. Seated exam is very necessary
Yeah,
to
this is
qualify.
mandatory. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
And
Hmm.
so I get
Yeah.
into that school at that time before 3 years. 3 years ago, I went there for interview. So they also selected me as assistant teacher for the 11 months as agreement. And till now,
Okay.
I am working on that school, and it is my pretty much experience on that school. It is good for me. Yes. So tell me something,
Oh,
your
that's
extra
great.
hobbies. What would you like to listen some type of things in your spare of time?
See, I hardly get leisure time, to be very honest. But I'm
Hmm.
very fond of singing and dancing. And talking about reading, so reading has been my passion, but not now. Earlier, I used to read, and I'm kind of logophile whenever I stumble upon a new word. So while browsing and scrolling videos and all, so I take the
Hmm.
screenshot and then I just keep it aside. And then whenever I get time, so I write down. This is also one of my hobbies, to explore new words. This I do. Other than this, I can say I am totally enveloped with so many works. So I can say my plate is full now.
Yes, yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Every
So,
actually,
which class
yeah.
do you teach?
Uh, I teach actually 8th to 10th standard English language and literature both.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And
So,
nowadays I am
like, do
working
you
on
have
YouTube.
another, like, a different book?
Yeah, I like
Okay. Okay.
to,
That's
in my
great. Good to
spare
hear that.
time,
Yeah.
I like to read like some storybooks. As I told you, this is English literature is my specific subject. So I would like to read some Shakespeare's poetry and John Milton's poetry and Shelley's poetry. One of the favorite poet. Shakespeare is my one of the favorite poets, and his poetry
Hmm.
motivates me a lot. Whenever I am, I think that this is the important for everyone. Shakespeare is the one of the most and remarkable poets in English literature and renownable poet. So everyone must read that his poetry. It is so actually
Yeah.
all the personality development is come to me
Mm-hmm.
while reading his
Mm-hmm.
poetry and his biography. So many things are there which I inhale in my personality as well, I would say. Yes.
Great, and good to hear about you. Okay, so I was asking that do you have like an extra grammar book as per your curriculum, or do you have the merged book where the chapters are there, and the little bit grammar portion, or do you have a separate book
If I talk about
for the students?
grammar part, grammar is actually I have no specific grammar book, and generally I have I think I forget this time. I forget the author's name. This was a very good book and good publication also. I forget at this time, and that book I have actually.
It's okay.
So
I'm asking, is there any book along with the the reader book, the English reader book, where the poems are there and the specific chapters are there? So I'm asking, is there any book, grammar book, along with
gra
your English book, literature book? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, literature. I have two or
for
three
the
literature
students.
book. Yeah, related to my postgraduate when I did post graduation, I have Shakespeare's biography book, which is full of all his poetry and John Milton's poetry. Separate book is there. So I have two or three books of English literature.
Okay, actually, you didn't get the drift of whatever I said. I'm asking, do you have at school, like for the students, I'm asking, do the students
Yeah.
have any specific, book, separate book, grammar book related to the grammar
Okay,
stuff,
okay, okay. No, no, no.
apart
Grammar book is
from,
not,
yeah,
yeah,
apart from,
grammar book is not there in my school. Actually, the management decided which book is published in our school for the welfare of this student or which not. So they actually management suggest that only literature book is there. If I talk about grammar part, so uh, I have to do myself. I have to teach myself what is the which chapter is specific or basically according to the standard. If I talk about, for example, at the eighth standard, the student are there, and I have to teach them like tenses, prepositions, and indirect speech, passive voice like
Mhm.
this. So I have my own book. Management is not
Okay.
published any kind of book for the class. Yes. So
Yeah, because the same problem
I
I,
teach them accordingly itself.
okay, okay. But it's a kind of problematic thing, and for students, it can become a predicament. Why? Because it is the foundation, to understand the grammar rules accurately. Once they are not in the habit of reading and understanding grammar rules, and the kind of practice on the basis of those grammar rules, so it can become little harder for them to comprehend them, accurately and properly. So I also came across that in my school also there is no as such specific grammatical book for the student. There are books like the literature book for the students, like sixth class students and the seventh, eighth class students. They have their literature book, but they do not have their grammar book. But yes, our like authorities, they're making sure that upcoming session they will be introducing a separate book grammar book for the students, specifically for sixth and seventh class
It
students,
should be. It
because it's
mandatory
really
in
important.
the,
It
if I
plays
talk
a
about
crucial.
sixth or seventh standard school student, it is must to prescribe a book by the management. It is must in every school, because if students, if we provide grammar books, at least they should have read that chapter. If teacher give them any homework
Mhm.
type, so they also should have read that chapter at home in your leisure time. So it is also compulsory and mandatory by the management. They should have prescribed a kind of book of grammar. Yeah, I agree with you. But if I talk about the like senior
Yeah,
secondary schools
because
like 10th and 12th, which I am teaching at this time, 10th standard. So there is first of all, the 10th is a board, CBSE board, or जो भी whatever is the state board.
Mhm.
So it depends on teacher, what kind of stuff they want to give them. Because in the if I talk about board, there are so many chapters we have taught them actually. But according to the board, Delhi board, it is too
Mhm.
difficult, because the paper is set by their own mindset. What is the mindset of the examiner at that time? So we have to prepare the students
Mhm.
anyhow. In the within, teachers also
Yeah.
give the in the exams, within the books, out of the books. So it is the scenario seen in the school. Ki management says that that teacher also prepare by your mindset. You searched so many questions out of the book, and students,
Mhm.
so that students could able to crack the questions in the examination very easily. So that's why they
Mhm.
cannot suggest us any kind of book for the students, because in every book same chapters are there: preposition, tenses, passive voice, indirect speech, all the 10th and 12th
Mhm.
standard. Actually syllabus is the same, almost two or three things are different in
Mhm.
the 12th standard, because it is the level, 10th 12th level is high than 10th standard. So in KBS, if I talk about KBS schools, so there, that's why the community or the management member uh, couldn't subscribe any kind of book. That's why they cannot suggest, because everything is important for for the student. 10th or 12th standard student,
Yeah.
everything is
Yeah.
important. Nothing is we can say na every anything is coming in the exam, because there is a board exam. So nothing is we have to leave this chapter, we should leave. No, everything is important. You should cover all the things by hook or by crook,
Yeah.
according to your level. So that's why they are not prescribed any kind of book. Yes.
Yeah, you are spot on. And yes, as a teacher, we don't have to leave any stone unturned when it comes to the development, the holistic development of a student, and for their, the real knowledge, the kind of focus that should be focal, right? Okay. So I was about to ask something, but that time I was sitting on the fence. Yeah. Yeah, now I remember. Okay. So, see, this question many times has come up in my mind, although I'm a teacher by profession and I'm teaching spoken English, not the literature and all. So don't take it to otherwise, first of all. I'm asking, see, in our real life, mostly it's important to be speaking in English, meaning our, spoken English. Like I'm not taking this side particularly, and neither I'm advocating about the spoken English or something. But where does these literary device, poetic device, helps us? These are the specific things in the literature: poetic device, literary device. There are so many puns and all. Even I also don't have much knowledge. I don't have the
Yes,
profound
yes.
knowledge of all
If
the
I talk
stuffs
about in
greatly.
communication,
But
yeah.
where does we? Mhm, yeah.
Yeah, first of all, yeah, you carry
Please,
on.
please.
Okay, so
I was just asking in a nutshell that where does it work?
yes, yes,
These
of
stuff
course.
in our
Your
real
question
life.
is very nice and
Because
very
as a
productive.
language we are using.
Actually,
Yeah, please.
if I talk about literary devices, they are only purpose for the cracking any government exam. It is necessary regarding government exam, not in the actually not in the senior secondary schools. It is essential too much. Because in my if I talk about my experience, I have passed out a government exam 6 months ago in Rajasthan. PGT level, that was PGT level, and
Okay, great.
school lecturership exam was cracked by myself in a good score, but not I am not I have not so much score like a government seat, so I missed the chance actually. So literary devices are
Okay.
important for the 10th or 12th standard, not up to 8th standard. It is not compulsory, see, compulsory for the student. And in communication skills, we should have the knowledge, only we should have the knowledge of literary devices like like the uh, onomatopoeia, like similes. This is the figure of speech. These are also called literary devices.
Mm-hmm.
And metaphors, these are the
Mm-hmm.
like na alankars in Hindi, upma, like
Personifications.
anupras, like. So in
Yeah, yeah.
English literature also, we have eight type of alankars and figure of speech. That topic was called. Um, so it is necessary for the 10th or 12th standard student. And in communication skills, we have no any actually scenario like this type of topic. So it is not compulsory according to me. And what is your scenario? Please tell me.
To be very honest, as you said rightly, and I can truly concur with this, whatever you have just said, that for 10th and 12th class student, it's really important. It's the vital part, and to clear the examination, and they must have that knowledge, okay? But to be very precise, when it comes to communication skills and to communicate with someone, so we hardly think about that, and it hardly registered to us that okay, we have to be using these alankars, whether in Hindi, and these are literary device and poetic device in English, okay? I think it is all about the cadence, the intonation when it comes to communicate with someone, interact with someone, right? The way you are speaking and the words you are using. So there should be the accurate pronunciation of the words. It's not about chasing any accent, in my point of view. It is all about the cadence, the intonation, and your tonality, meaning the way you're speaking things. So there should be, humility, the melody, okay? If
Yes,
you're
yes.
speaking very harsh or dry, nobody would like to listen to you, right? So this is also kind of etiquettes, I can say, that is decorum that we need to follow, specifically when we are somewhere formally, right? But it is all about having a conversation, interaction with someone, and it is also a kind of art to communicate with someone. And it is all about the language, and a good grasp over language. It's not about always using good words, idiomatic expressions. It's about you're able to convey your message properly. Other people, they are comprehending in the same context. There is no as such mismatch, misalignment, right? And this is it. So whatever you have said, I can truly accord with that. But when it comes to communication skills, mostly we talk about this, how to speak accurately, eloquently, right? Because once you're speaking like this way, and there is the confidence level, so people would love to hear you out. And yes, first and the foremost thing, there should be melody. If you're speaking in a such a croaky or a hoarse voice, so people might not like to listen to you. So your voice should be so, I think, rhythmic, not
Yes,
plain.
yes, yes. Because poetic devices actually beautify our language, beautifies our personality, how to present ourselves in front of others. It beautifies actually. It works like an ornament in our language, communication skills also. It is not
That's
necessary,
true.
but as you told me, it's a etiquette. It is not compulsory for every time we should use in our language like this type of poetic devices. It is not compulsory. But if I talk about devices, it is a somewhere little bit we should use. For example, whether we go in any function or any party, and there is people are so fancy, and everybody looks like a classy in a dress. So you can use the hyperbole figure of speech. Now, for example, say for example, I hyperbole, I would say one example, I if I remember, lion is the actually the camel is the ship of the desert. Like the camel is the ship of the desert. It is not the example of hyperbole, but it is the example of metaphor. So some
Personification,
type of example,
metaphor,
little
yeah.
small sentences we can say and frame at that time, because these devices are not remembered in our mind, because we are not habitual to use in our daily routine or in our
Hmm.
conversation and communication skill as well. So these are the only these
Yeah,
beautifies our language, beautifies our etiquettes, how to represent ourselves in front of others. So they
that's right.
also think that what he or she is saying in front of me, I don't understand. Sometime na it occurs for everyone. So it beautifies and it's a ornament for our
Yeah, right.
language. That's it.
Yeah, that's true. And you have hit the nail on the head because, yes, it is an ornament when it comes to use these poetic device, literary device, and whether the intonation. Inflection is
Yeah.
very important. You cannot speak in a very plain way. There are ups and downs, right? So same goes with the poetic device and the literary device as well. But yeah, we need to, whosoever is not understanding, so they need to be more careful, cautious enough to understand. But yeah, it's difficult as well to remember them, to memorize them. These for the students specifically, but
Yes, yes.
that's their
Only for the
work, their
student, only for
job to
the
be
teaching
doing. Yeah,
purpose. These are the specific subjects prescribed by the teachers, by the management. Ki you must have taught these type of chapters in the class. That is the purpose only, and nothing so much use in our communication skills. That's yes.
yeah. Because
Okay,
see,
so
it is the real
Nutan
life.
ma'am,
So in
if you
real life,
don't,
it's
yeah,
hardly. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
pardon.
yeah. Please, please. No, no, nothing, nothing. Please continue.
Okay, so I have a topic, a small topic, like if I ask you from one or two questions, so would you please
Yeah,
reply
yeah.
of that questions?
Definitely, but we are running out of time. Like we have hardly
Okay,
5 minutes, so I'll try
okay.
my level best. Yeah, please,
Okay, okay. So this is my question,
please continue.
surprises. Surprised by surprises. This is the topic. And I would like to ask you at what time, at what the first time you got or you received a surprise from your family? Share with me. It's a little bit funny or actually thinking like,
Surprise with surprises.
yeah.
Nice, nice. Quite entangled. I think, what should I say? I think most of the ladies, we women, we really like to have surprises. We are somewhere we are getting drawn by them. Okay, when somebody is automatically and all of a sudden gives you that surprise. Okay, if it is like to your heart, like you're liking them, you are fondling them, so definitely you are going to love them. But it might turn into some kind of shock. You might get flabbergasted as well, but because surprise means surprise, so you haven't said positive or negative. So this is why I
Yes.
have chosen two of the things. If it is in your favor, then definitely you are going to feel over the moon because the particular thing you have got. Talking about for the women's liking, like the attires and bags, shoes, even jewelry. Okay, so it can be in any form, but once somebody's behavior literally changes all of a sudden in a positive way, we also get surprised, right? We get astonished by them. We just get spellbound, okay, by seeing someone's behavior in a nice way, in a positive way. So this I can say depends and varies person to person. It is little personal, so I'm not disclosing here what are the surprises and all. But as you just mentioned this word surprise with the surprises and all. So I have just explained this.
Okay, okay. So your answer is very remarkable and appreciable by me. And to my next
Thank you.
question is, how many minutes are there for closing the meeting? I think 5 minutes are there, na? 5 or 10 minutes.
3 minutes, 3 minutes, a few seconds.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
please continue.
okay. I have to be very hurried. Second question is, if suppose today is your birthday, and since morning nobody wishes you any single word, happy birthday, Nutan ma'am, and you go to your office or your school as usual, and at night when everybody at home and uh, on the suddenly come out the blue, actually come out of blue, and everybody
Okay.
come on the hall and surprised you, happy birthday to you, Nutan ma'am. So what your reaction at that time? And since morning nobody wishes you any single word, your relatives, your husband, or your family members. So suddenly you came across that you surprised by everyone. So what is your reaction at that time?
I think,
Yes.
yeah, I
Tell me your
got
thoughts about it.
your point. This is,
Hello, are you there? Okay, are you thinking about it?
definitely I'll feel over the moon at that moment when all of a sudden I all of my